Chapter 12 In the Zone. There was a second silence before Rarity and Applejack scowled, furious. You, Applejack started. Rarity continued. So, grounded, they both shouted. The fillies cowered back. Maddie, Jack, and Jess stared at the kids, confused. Who are you three? Jack asked. Rarity sighed. That's Apple Bloom, Applejack's little sister. Sweetie Belle, my little sister. And Scootaloo, she said. They fooled us before when Danny showed us his powers. They found out his sick by accident, and what are you guys doing again? Applejack said, giving a strict look to the girls. Evelyn looked down. I'm sorry, sis, but we just want to try different things and earn our cutie marks. Maybe ghost hunting is ours, she said hopefully. Sweetie Belle shyly shrugged. You see, we're some of the only fillies at school without cutie marks. We're the cutie mark crusaders. We're trying to find our special talent so we get our cutie marks, she explained. Maddie, Jack, and Jess all gave an oh. Maddie grinned and walked up. Girls, ghost hunting is an extremely dangerous profession. My husband and I'm sure my son over there, have been in life or death situation more than once, she said. Scootaloo groaned. Sounds like the perfect way to get a cute, super cool, awesome cutie mark. I don't care how dangerous it is, she stubbornly said. Jess rolled her eyes. Trust me, girls, you don't want this freakish career. I had to grow up with parents who were obsessed with ghosts, and then recently had a brother who got into an accident and turned him into a half ghost, which wasn't painless from what I heard. Are you kidding me? It was beyond painful. I can't even tell you how awful it was. It was indescribable. I can put the pain in words. It's like having the worst, most throbbing pain you can think about 1,000-fold, Danny snorted. Every point grimaced at that. Even though grew perspective a bit. Rarity looked to Celestia. Stories aside, we don't really have much time to run back and forth from Ponyville to get them home. Is there anyone who can take them back and make sure they stay? She asked. Celestia smiled. Of course. Derby Hoofs, she called. A soldier came out from the group. Derby, would you mind taking these 3 fillies over here home? Sure thing, your majesty. I'll take them home with me and make some muffins for them, she said, strutting over to them. Celestia turned to whisper to Applejack and Rarity. She has a daughter named Dinky. She also lives in Ponyville, so she'll probably just take them home with her until you come back, she explained. The 2 boys nodded as Derby took the groaning fillies back out with her towards Ponyville. After they left, Celestia took nugs from him. Are you all ready? Oh, sorry, skipped a line. After they left, Danny bowed his head down. Celestia took the necklace from him. Are you all ready? Every pony nodded. Then let's be on our way. Celestia's horn glowed, and so did the necklace. A large portal appeared behind them. Let's go! Rainbow Dash eagerly shouted, as every pony ran through the portal. Seconds after going through, the Fenton family and Sam and Tucker found themselves to be human again, and floating in some random part of the ghost zone. Everyone sighed, enjoying seeing thumbs again. Behind them, the ponies were in awe of the ghost zone. They gazed about, taking in everything. Twilight Sparkle gasped. It's so beautiful. It's fascinating, I swear. And I'm the one who thinks it's just plain creepy, Dame muttered. Ramjas was looking about and hadn't seen human forms yet, let alone with the rest. Can't ghost pony, she thought she saw everyone human again. Every pony looked, then gasped. Twilight Sparkle caught up to them. Wow, this is what humans look like? She asked. They nodded. Rarity ran right up to them. These outfits! How different they are for an upright creature that walks on 2 legs only, she said. Hector poked at Tucker's fingers for a second. And these... what happened to your hooves? They look just like fingers that I see on monkey hands, Sasha murmured. Skin, hair only on their head, no cutie marks, no wings, no horns, fingers, you're bipedal. Quite different, Twilight Sparkle summarized. Danny chuckled lightly. His parents came up. Maggie cleared her throat, getting everyone's attention. We're going to be going along with Princess Luna now. Is there a cell phone we can take so we can stay in touch? She asked. Tucker nodded, taking the bag that Daniel was carrying and took out a phone and handed it to them. We'll have my PDA on at all times, Tucker said. Celeste whistled. We better get going, she called. Danny and his parents shared a quick hug, then everyone went off. Flasha was about to follow them out of instinct when Sakura paused her. Flasha looked up at the zebra, then looked back at the girl who was leaving. She looked back up to Sakura. Sakura, go, she said simply and with a smile. Fluttershy smiled softly and went out to catch up. Rarity turned to look at Fluttershy. Fluttershy, I thought you were staying with Sakura. Are you coming along now? Yes, I can't leave my friends, even when I'm a little afraid, she said. Then he paused for a second. Guys, those girls are going to be here any minute. Everyone put a hoof or hand on me. Just trust me, he said. They did as told, including Celestia, and Danny allowed invisibility to cover his body and spread to the others. Most of the ponies yelled in surprise. Danny frowned. Are you guys going to be alright with this? He asked. Applejack nodded. It feels cold. And tingly. But we'll live, she said, still getting used to the old sensation. Sam giggled. You get used to it, she said. Preface watched the armies move with her magic. She scowled, then turned to the army of ghosts behind her. Go! She snapped. All the ghosts flew off. Preface shook her head. They really think they can stop me? Fat chance, she sneered. She used her magic again and watched as the ghosts came in to meet the incoming army of ponies. I may not be able to see those brats and their friends, but I know they're here. Fluttershy squeaked in shock, whilst the rest tried to remain quiet when they saw ghosts incoming towards the pony army not far away from them. Twilight Sparkle stared, mystified. Ghosts? There's so many of them, she said. Rarity nearly gave a disgusted cry. My goodness, they can't even wear any fashion? She asked. Applejack snickered. Rarity, I doubt that's the first thing on the ghost's mind. Well, at least Danny wears something somewhat fashionable, Rarity pointed out. Sam shrugged. Some do wear clothes. Some don't. Tucker, hand me the thermos, she said. Tucker pulled out the bag and handed it over. Sam put it away and opened the thermos. The boss ghost, unlike a pony, came out. I in the box. Oh wait, I'm not a pony anymore. But still, I am the boss ghost. And I know Danny Phantom and his friends are hiding somewhere, he snapped. Rarity gave a disgusted cry, accidentally blowing the cover. The box ghost turned towards the voice. I know someone is there. Show yourself. I will not, Rarity snapped. I'm sorry, but that elf is just hideous. Doesn't put any sort of fear in me, nor is it fashionable in the least. Seriously, overalls, I can't say I'm struck with fear at all, nor know of a wonderful fashion sense, she snapped. The boss ghost frowned. Dan was trying to get ready to move along, but Rarity wasn't done yet. You don't like my outfit? The boss ghost sounded hurt. Rarity sighed. I'm sorry, darling, but it's a cold, hard truth. But it's possible to redo the wardrobe, you know. There's always time to make a good fashion choice, she said. The box ghost nodded. You're right. I will be back eventually. New fashion choice that looks good and evokes fear. Beware! He shouted, then flew off. Applejack rolled her eyes, with the rest stared, open-mouthed. Applejack threw a hoof at her face. Wow, that was a perfect time waster, Applejack muttered. Rarity frowned. Applejack dear, I did him a favor. Even ghosts need to look fashionable, she said. They kept going. Danny frowned. How are we going to find Travis? He asked. Twilight Sparkle thought for a minute. Well, we know where the ghost came from. She's probably in the direction of which they came. She just gestured. Sam grinned. Ooh, smart. Can't wait until we get to her. I'm going to show her a thing or two. Then, whoa, slow down, Rainbow Dash, Applejack snapped. We gotta be careful. If we aren't cautious, this might end badly, she said. Rainbow Dash sighed. Well, she said, at least when the time's right, I'll show her At least when the time's right, I'll show her a thing or two, she said stubbornly. Fletcher's eyes went wide. Guys, she said. I think our talking caught a ghost's attention, she said. Every pony in the trio saw a ghost approaching them. It hurt them. Danny allowed a hand to glow green. Right as the ghost got a step too close, he blasted it. It snarled, then came back. Applejack let go of Danny for a second to quickly buck the ghost in their head, then ran back. To their surprise, the ghost stopped all of a sudden. It dizzily wavered back and forth, then shook itself, looked back to about the ghosts and ponies and lawn, then fled. Silsa thought for a moment. It looked like it had no idea what was going on, like it had woken up from a trance, she pointed out. Applejack smiled. Maybe my bug to the hill was hard enough to snap it out of it, she said. Then his eyes all of a sudden went wide. He smiled. I have an idea. Tucker, call my parents. Tell them to call back the army towards where we came out the portal. Try to lead the ghosts over there, he said. Tucker raised an eyebrow. Why would we do that? Because if they're all hit with something strong enough to snap them all out of it, then they'll flee like that one did. I can use my ghostly wail on them, he suggested. Rarity frowned. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say that knocked you out when you used that power? Yes, but what power would Provis have with no army to defend her and an entire army against her? He suggested. Tucker smiled and quickly called up Dan's parents. After a minute talking, he hung up. They're doing what you asked. Get back, and fast. Every pony and person had run or flown at the top speed to get back to where they originally started. Danny's parents and Luna were waiting, and the army was coming back behind them. Jack looked at his son. Danny, are you sure about this? He asked. Danny nodded. I'm sure, he said. Luna looked as the last soldier came back, and the entire ghost army was following. You need to act now, Danny Phantom, she said. Danny nodded, determined. Alright, everyone, and Pony, stay behind me and cover your ears, he said. Celestia shouted out to the army to follow orders to cover ears and stay put. When the ghost came close enough, Danny took in a deep breath and released in a ghostly wail. Everyone shut their ears tight. Everyone was shocked by the sheer power that came from Danny. Rainbow Dash gasped. It's just like a ghostly sonic rainbow, she said, barely audible. Megabot began to scream, too, smiling while doing it, trying to help Danny. The ghosts were pushed back by the wail and tossed by it. The force felt like a hurricane at full force. Eventually, Danny changed back to human form during the wail, but didn't stop it. He kept going on for longer than he had in the past with the wail. He began to ignore his friends and parents' orders to stop, and after a few more minutes, stopped the wail. Piggy stopped when he did. She coughed. Ow! Sore throat! She squeaked. But we sure showed him. Indeed, the wail had its intended effect. The ghosts were all groggy and confused, and looked injured by the wail, but after a second looked at the pony army and fled. Dan was only awake long enough to see Previs appear before passing out. His friends and family let out alarm cries at his fainting. Sakura and Jess ran up to him, then took him back with them. Previs sneered. You may have defeated my army, but there isn't a chance you can stop me, she snapped. Her horn began to glow before it would stop at Celestia. Not on my watch, Lady Previs, she said. Celestia used her mic to stop Previs's. She walked up to her. Previs, what happened to you? You used to be one of the nicest ladies of Canterlot. You even used to have a different name until you changed it for this reason, I suppose. Your real name should be Strawberry Blossom, like it was before. Strawberry Blossom? Everyone blurted, surprised. Celestia continued. Lady Blossom, you had special talents. You were good at growing strawberries. You were always so kind, so cheerful, so eager to help. What happened to you? All of a sudden, this happened. Why? She asked. Previs merely scowled and said nothing. Ramdash smirked and flew toward behind Previs, then bucked her in the back of the head, knocking her out for the moment. Everyone recoiled in surprise. Rainbow Dash, why did you do that? Twilight asked. Rainbow smiled. Because, maybe if it worked on those ponies, it would work on her if something's wrong with her, she said. Sam came up, popped open the thermos, and sucked in Previs. Well, we'll find out soon, then, I guess, Tucker says the thermos was kept closed.